right, welcome race fans to Southern Motorsports Racing League here tonight at Texas. The chase is on. They've only got a couple of more races left in the season here, folks. I think it's on to, gosh, I can't remember, Phoenix, I think, next week. And then Homestead for the finale. Just a handful of drivers. I don't have the points here, and I'm by myself, so I will not be able to bring up them points for you. If we get a chance later here, we may be able to do that. But thanks for joining us here on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate it. And they've got about 9 minutes left in practice here, folks, as we're just joining them here, coming up on the tail end of their practice. I think they're in a mandatory drivers meeting real quick here, and then they'll be moving on to the rest of practice. So stay with us. Don't go anywhere. Now's a good time to step away, get you something to drink or anything like that, and ready for the duration here. 125 laps at Texas tonight. right, folks, on to more practicing here. They've got about 4.5 minutes left in practice, and then they'll step away for qualifying. We will play the national anthem to kick things off here. But as I spoke of there, we are in the closing part of the season here, just a couple of races left after this week. And then there's going to be just a short break in their season, and they're going to be coming back for just a short round of I'm not sure. I'm thinking it's going to be the Xfinity cars, but I don't know that for a fact. I think it's still kind of up in the air what they're planning on doing, but it'll be a short non-point season to kind of a filler before the new season starts in February. So, and we will be back here with Southern Motorsports Racing League next season. As far as I know, I have been in contact with Paul Zota, the league owner, and apparently I will be back next season here broadcasting for them. So it'll be interesting. The Gen 6 is usually a pretty tricky car at some of these tracks. And from what I'm hearing, the reports are saying that these guys are struggling with some loose conditions tonight, especially off of 2 and 4, which is no surprise. Track temperature is about 95 degrees. The air temperature 69. So something to kind of keep in mind here tonight. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big field here tonight. 27 drivers on the track at the moment. Hopefully that doesn't produce a lot of cautions, but you know, as we say, you know, they get the cautions there, knock a few people out, and we may see some good racing here. I know we've got some guys that are kind of on the bubble here, trying to get some good points races in. And this is going to be a struggle for him. Well, all I can say is let's root them on, and hopefully everybody has a safe race out here tonight. I'd like to see 27 cars start the race and 27 cars finish. They have no resets in here tonight, so you wreck it, you sit on pit road and get it fixed the good old-fashioned way. So let's just hope that everybody can endure this race without too awful much damage on their cars. Wishful thinking, correct? All right, folks, we're going to step away real quick here and play our national anthem, and we will be right back.
we take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, folks, we're back. It looks like Travis Wall on the top spot at the moment here. We still got more guys turning laps out here, so they are in an open qualifying session here. Everybody out on the track at the same time, which is a pretty cool thing. Just to kind of let you guys know, the letters at the end of their names, if it has a C, means they are in the Cup chase. The X means they are in the Xfinity chase. And the T means they are in the truck chase. So if you see a C behind their name, that means they're in the chase here tonight. Well, I know in the past we've had some fans that tuned in here to watch one of the regulars here. He had been away for a while, but he's back here in the late races of the season, Joshua Susie. So anybody out there from Susie Nation, speak up. Like to hear from you. See if you're in chat here watching Joshua try to pull out a win here tonight. He's been a factor. When he was early in the season, he was a pretty big factor in a lot of races. And we haven't seen him in a few weeks, so he's back tonight. So wishing him good luck. All right, just a few seconds left in qualifying here, folks, and we'll get them on the grid, let you run down through where everybody will be starting. One thing I did want to kind of point out, too, Ryan Gemmel, sporting a brand new paint job out here tonight. We'll get a look at it here once these guys get going. And check out, painted by a good friend of mine, Roger Wagner. And there it is right there, the number 83, Ryan Gemmel. And he just wrinkled up that nice new paint job. Well, I guess nobody from Susie Nation is tuning in tonight. Nobody's spoke up anyhow. But that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. Let's get on to the grid here. 5 seconds left. All right, let's get down here on the grid. Starting on the pole tonight, Travis Wall with a 28.439. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Joe Mitchell will start on the outside of the front row in second. Jackson Allen in third. Keith Haney starting fourth. David Howard Jr. in fifth. Lupe Gonzalez starting sixth. Seth Hatchell seventh. Adam Baker eighth. Shane Papala in ninth. Eric Borelli rounds out the top 10. Stephen Burnett starting 11th. Joshua Susie in 12th. Ryan Gemmel starting in 13th with that new paint job. Maybe it'll bring him some good luck here tonight. Paul Zoda 14th. Paul Cohen starting 15th. Dean Viney, good to see Dean out there tonight, starting in 16th. John Schweiker, newcomer to the league here. I know John from other leagues that I broadcast. He'll be starting 17th. Len McNeese 18th. Jeff Glockner starting 19th. Stephen Bird 20th. Ronald Etheridge 21st. Scott Healy starting back in 22nd. First one to not take a qualifying time. Brad Hicks 23rd. Daniel Haney 24th. James Haney 25th. John Estes starting 26th. And Sean Lejeune round out the field in 27th position. All right, folks, here we go. I think we got a lot of eager drivers out here tonight, too. You guys are chomping at the bit, ready to go. Only 2 races left in the season after tonight, folks, so next week will be the last cutoff of it, and then it will go into the last race of the season with just a couple of drivers in it to win it, and we will crown a champion in 2 weeks here. All right, Travis Wall ready to get the green flag. Ace car's in. And there they go, green, green, green. Everybody gets caught up here. I'll start giving you a rundown. Looks like Joe Mitchell going to go a little high. Jackson Allen tries to get a run underneath. A little wiggly coming out of 2, and he's going to hold that off. Joe Mitchell to the outside. He might have found something up there on that high side. I don't know. He dives it back down to the bottom, and Travis Wall will complete the first lap and grab that bonus point. Well, as I promised a buddy of mine here, we would try to get a look at that paint job that he did. Ryan Gemmel running a new paint job here tonight, painted by Roger Wagner. It's an old retro paint scheme from the old NASCAR cars that Ryan used to run. And Roger Wagner painted it for him. Looks great. Good job, Roger. If I can, while we got a minute here, and we got a caution. Gosh, every time I try to get on something like that, it happens. Let's go see where the caution is here. Number 88, Jeff Glockner, up the hill. Got into somebody, but good save. Minimal damage on that. We've got guys checking up. So I don't know if we can go back. Let's go back here and see if we can get a look at what happened. All right, he's coming down the front stretch here, and I believe this is about where it started. It looks like, oh, somebody else got off into the grass right there. It looks like Jeff might have checked up a little bit hard. He comes down across the grass, but I think what happened here, let me see if I can go back here, because I don't think it was him that actually brought out that caution. If I can find the driver here, John Schweikert, might have been him involved here. Looks like him and a couple other guys may have took a trip out across that grass. I've told these guys about mowing that grass. They got groundskeepers for that. Oh, yeah, we got a couple of drivers that did get together, and it looks like Schweikert took it out across the grass to miss all that. That was the number 48. Let me see if I can find him here. Adam Baker. Looking at this from a different angle. Oh, might have been a little blocking going on there. I don't know, but Schweikert seen it. He got clouded into the side. And like I said, folks, there's no resets here. You break it, you got to fix it. But what a job Schweikert did keeping that thing off of the wall. That was very important. Good job for Schweikert. He's on pit road now. Shane Papala will be scored as the leader. We've got 7 of them that did not come to pit road. So not a good thing. Caution out early here. From 8th on back, did stop on pit road and get service to Travis Wall there that was leading. He will be back in 9th place. Joshua Susi. 2-tire change for Joshua to get him in track position. He will be restarting in the 8th position. It'll be Shane Papala and Stephen Burnett on the front row here. Seth Hatchell 3rd. Keith Haney 4th. Ryan Gemmel 5th. Adam Baker will be 6th. As they get the 1 to go here, we'll be going green next time by, folks, restarting the race here on lap number 7. Yes, Noah, I am by myself tonight. Roger couldn't make it tonight. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get them ready to crank them up here. Root them on. Come on. Let's hear it. Let's hear it in chat. Root these drivers on. We're waiting to see a good race. We want to see some green flag runs here. Like I said, the front 7 did not pit, so they're out here on a little bit older tires, about 5-lap older tires. Here they go. Pace cars in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green flag. We're off and going again, and Stephen Burnett will get a little bit of a lead and lead that lap, so he's going to grab a bonus point right off of the get-go. Seth Hatchell 3rd. He comes up on Shane Papala's back door, and now he hooks up on the outside. We've got somebody that got into the wall there. I don't know who that was. Let's see, might have been Jackson Allen. Somebody got into the wall back here. I heard it. Burnett still hanging on to the top spot, leads another lap. Apollo's really strong on that inside. But boy, Burnett's really strong on the outside, so they've been door to door. And Burnett falls into place. Here comes Scott Healy into third. Now to second. What a run by him. Travis Wall coming up to third. Oh, he's going to get a little loose. He's going to fall back. All them positions he just gained, he just lost. Joshua Susie drives by on the outside, and Travis Wall bumps him. Whoa, what's going on out here? We got a lot of guys checking up. Wow, Travis Wall was into everybody out there. I think the only car he didn't hit was the pace car. We got one down across the grass there, Jackson Allen. Where is he at? I don't see Ryan. There he is. Oh, okay, Ryan, what, you're out of the race already?
Yeah, I lost it out of 2.
Oh, my word. That's not a good thing. Well, that new paint job didn't help you any tonight then.
I'll tell you what. That's the loosest setup I've ever raced.
Yeah, it looks pretty bad out there. I mean, man, we're seeing a lot of changing for positions out here. Shane Papala just had a huge moment there, almost lost it. We were watching Travis Wall there. He come up through, and it looked like about the only car he didn't get into was the pace car. I didn't understand what was going on with him. He was driving the wheels off of it, and man, he got into like 3 or 4 cars. He's back up to 12th now.
It's dangerous out there. Well, you're gonna have to walk me through this. Do I just watch it on my on my iRacing?
Yep. Just exit your car and just watch it. Put it on like TV2 and Scott Healy definitely is pulling away from Stephen Burnett. He's got a 3/4 of a second lead. Seth Hatchell in third. I'm trying to see if I can find any really good battles here. Dean Viney, Travis Wall. Travis Wall trying to get that position away. He is going to get it from Dean Viney. Joe Mitchell started second, and he's all the way back to 13th. He's struggling with the loose car right now.
Yeah, he got into the wall a couple laps ago.
I see that. We have another caution. Trying to catch up to who that is. James Haney and possibly a couple of others. Let's go check it out. All right, I'm watching James Haney here. Let's see what happens here. It's going into turn 1. And let's see. Car starts to turn around on him coming out of turn 2. Hits the inside wall. And he comes right back up onto the track, and he's going to get hit by somebody here. Right there, the number 56 of Sean Lejeune. Sean just pile drives him. And I think Sean's car is going to be toast. He's going to be sitting on, both of them going to be sitting on pit road for a while getting that fixed up. Both of them look like modifieds out there, Ryan.
Yeah, that's not a good sign.
Nope. Well, Seth Hatchell will take over the lead now. Like he may have had the lead there when the caution come out. No, Scott Healy and those, he is coming to pit road. Yep. Looks like pretty much everybody's coming to pit road. Seth Hatchell is going to stay out, I believe, just to grab that bonus point for leading a lap.
Yeah, that's got to be all he's out there for, because, I mean, tires are really important in a race like this. I mean, you're sliding all over the place. You're going to eat them up real fast.
Yeah, and he's yet to be on pit road today, so, it's going to be pretty vital for him to come to pit road to get new rubber on there. I surely wouldn't want to stay out in front of all those animals out there with them new tires, I'm telling you. Well, second caution of the race, folks, on lap 16. We've had 5 lead changes already. The one that's led the most laps is Shane Papala with 5. And yeah, here comes Seth Hatchell to pit road. That'll give the lead back to Scott Healy.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by this at all.
No, Scott, you get him I think mile and a half is about right in his wheelhouse. Mile and a half, even like a short track at Bristol. Look out for him, man. He's bad to the bone. It's a shame he's not in the chase. It really is, because he'd definitely be a good chase contender.
Yeah, it looked all year. I mean, what's he have? 8 wins, I think. 7 or 8 wins. It looked all year. He was definitely one of the top runners.
Yeah, but he missed a few races there, and it kind of put him back into points, and he's out of the chase now. So James Haney, Sean Lejeune, and Ryan Gemmel out of the race. Are you going to be able to get fixed up and get back out there, Ryan, or are you just calling it a day?
I'm out of the chase. I'm just doing it for fun at this point. I think I'm just going to call it a day.
Okay. Well, by the looks of James Haney and Sean Lejeune, they're going to be sitting on pit road for a while. I don't think that's something they're going to be able to fix in 15, 20 minutes. That's going to be one of them 30-minute plus deals, All right,
yeah,
lights are out. We're going back racing. Shane Papala will be starting on the outside of Scott Healy here on this restart. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, you're fine. Yeah, I spun coming out of 2, and I don't think I got into anybody, but I went nose first into that inside wall, and I couldn't get it started after that, so figured I might as well come up and join you tonight.
There you go. Well, I appreciate it. That's pretty awesome. Usually guys, they get all ticked off and then they just leave, I told you the story about it earlier. Not going to rehash it.
Yeah.
All right, Steve Burnett, Joshua Susie will be restarting 4th. I haven't seen anybody from Susie Nation in chat yet tonight. But here we go.
See what some of these guys can do with fresh stickers.
Yes, sir. Ace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green flag. We're off and going again. Shane Papala trying to make that stick on the outside. He was doing it earlier. Scott Healy comes up in front of him. Burnett to the inside of Papala. Holy smokes. 3 wide down the backstretch. Burnett, Healy. Shuffle Papala right back. Joshua Susie in 4th. And Burnett leads that lap. Boy, there's a man on a mission right there, Ryan.
Burnett, yeah, man, that was 3 wide racing on a loose track like this. I'm impressed.
Yeah, Burnett's on a mission here. He, I believe he's the one to come off of a win last week, and he wants another one. I think he tasted that victory, and boy, I'll tell you what. Susie up into him! No!
Oh, caution's out.
Oh,
my.
That's going to be the big one.
Wow.
Yeah, well, let's go back and walk.
Lots of contenders.
I don't think they are the ones that brought out the caution. I think it was back in the field here a ways. We're going to go back here and check out, see what happened to the back part of the field. Because I seen some other drivers involved in something that happened back here. I could be wrong, but
yeah, I'm not seeing anything back there.
Okay, well, I guess, boy, that seemed like that caution come out so sudden, and I mean, those guys, he just started to getting sideways, and that caution flew. But yeah, let's get up here on Burnett. Him and Susie get together, coming out of turn Coming out of turn 4, Susie just washes up the hill, chasing that car as it started to get a little bit side loose. And he got right into Stephen Burnett. Susie goes on. That's going to collect Shane Papala. The number 87 there of Keith Haney. Hard lick into the wall. And I think that that took a lot of guys out. Paul Zoda got a piece of Stephen Burnett. Wow. Hard racing by them boys right there, I'm telling you. Well, Scott Healy will stay out. That puts Adam Baker clear up to second, David Howard Jr. third, and Joe Mitchell back up to fourth after starting in second. Had that little bit of nose damage on the first couple of laps there and was shuffled all the way back in the field. Now he's right back up here in the hunt.
It's going to be an interesting race, Rudy.
Yeah, especially as loose as that car's feeling out there right now. Let's see if we can get a word in with somebody here. Somebody I have not talked to in quite some time. Let me make sure. Let's see. Okay, he is involved. He was involved in that. I don't want to. Let's get. Let me get Travis Wall. You got a copy?
Indeed, I do.
Well, Travis, you're way back in the field here, and everybody's saying the car is really slick out there tonight. You started on the pole. Now you're back in 17th. How much work are you going to have to do to get back up there? The Piggly Wiggly car looks like it's got a little bit of damage.
Well, it had a little bit more before that pit stop, so I just went ahead and fixed it. As for getting to the front, I'm pretty sure half these guys will give me the spot whether they wreck or not. I don't think it'll be too hard to get through most of the field, but the last few cars, it's going to be tough no matter what. But it is slick.
Well, that wreck right there just took a lot of cars out of the race, man. We're dropped down to almost half of the field out of the sitting on pit road right now. So that kind of even bettered your chances right there, Travis.
Yeah, I saw. It was Keith, Steven. There's a few of them that I at least saw get into the wreck. I don't know who all got in it, but that made me feel a little more better about getting the damage fixed this pit stop too.
Very good, very good. All right, well, we're going to wish you good luck out there, Travis, and whatever you can do, keep the rest of the fenders square, okay?
Well, I like to be perfect, so I might get a couple more done up before the night's over.
All right, brother. Good luck.
Thank you.
Well, it is going to be an interesting night, I can tell you that.
Lights are off on the pace car.
Yeah, I think those guys are going to be sitting on pit road for most of the race. And, man, that's a tough break. Well, another chase contender, Adam Baker, will be starting up here on the front row. Could wind up to be a big points night for him. Seth Hatchell, another chase contender, in 5th. Eric Borelli, 7th. He's a chase contender. Lupe Gonzalez, clear back in 16th. Looks like Stephen Burnett has taken his car behind the wall. So that's all the chase contenders. We've only got, 4 chase contenders left there? 5 maybe? Brad Hicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chase contenders left. Wow. All right, here we go, folks. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green flag. We're off and going. Adam Baker tries to get something going here on that outside. He would love to lead a lap right now, Ryan. Get that bonus point.
Yeah, he's in a good position right now to have a good run. He's, I think, maybe 3rd or 4th in the standings right now.
Yeah, David Howard just got a heck of a run there out of turn 2. Everybody feels like Superman on them new tires. Oh, we just seen a couple get together. Oh, my word, here's a big one. Oh, boy, I just seen Seth Hatchell got into that one. Let's go back and see what happened on that. Was that another Joshua Sousey deal there? Maybe. I don't know. Somebody got into the side of Seth Hatchell here. That was I believe it was the number 72, maybe, of John Estes. They're going up here into turn 3. Seth was down low. Looks like, yeah, John Estes is going to wash up the hill right into the side of Seth Hatchell here. And that's going to put Seth sideways, and that will bring out another caution here, folks.
Yeah, he just washed right up into him.
Yep. John Schweikert barely got a chunk of that. Susie slips through without getting any damage. And I actually, I think Seth Hatchell might be okay. It was just a slight tap on the outside wall there. He might be okay. He's going to get that, come to pit road, get it looked at, and I think he might be okay.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be a whole lot of contact.
Well, take a
I'll
look
tell you
at
what,
it.
Scott Healy just about faked the whole field out on pit road.
Yeah. Well, that's caution number 4, folks. Wow, this is not turning out to be a good night here for a lot of guys tonight, Ryan. You included.
Tell me about it. I hate to have that many scratches on a brand new paint scheme.
No kidding. Well, guys that have taken their car behind the wall, Jackson Allen, Jeff Glockner, Dean Viney, and Stephen Burnett, they are gone from the track and headed to next week. So, guys still sitting on pit road getting damage fixed up. Ryan Gemmel, Sean Lejeune, James Haney, Shane Papala, Keith Haney, John Estes, and Seth Hatchell, all still sitting on pit road getting damage fixed. And right now, Scott Healy takes over the lead with the most laps led. He's got 14 here at the line, 14 laps led. A lot of them have been caution laps.
And I'm willing to bet there's going to be a lot more caution laps to come, too.
Yeah, that's not what we like to hear. We wished everybody good luck at the beginning of the race there, and hoping everybody could keep a clean car. But I understand the track is really slick out there tonight, and these guys they're racing hard. Try to tell a racer to kind of slow down a little bit and take it easy. Go ahead. I wish you good luck on that one.
Yeah, I mean, I've told myself several times, start in the back, just hang back there and work your way up and be there at the end, and that's only about the case maybe once or twice.
Well, it usually works for me. I may not be a winner, but I'll be up there in the top 10 coming down to the end of the race because I try to avoid the wrecks and stuff. And when you get down to like 20 to go, it's go time. Then get up there and race it up with them guys. Maybe like if there's a caution with 20 to go or something, that's the time that get your car fixed up, get new tires on it, make sure it's got enough fuel to make it to the end, and it's go time. I'm going to race with you then. But it's so difficult.
I mean, I know.
It takes a lot of discipline to do that, Ryan.
Yeah, tell me about it. I mean, if you're top 5, close pack, you can see the leader right in front of you. I mean, you're just itching to get up there and lead some laps, and sometimes that's not the right thing to do.
And Sean Lejeune takes his car behind the wall now. The lights are out. We're down to about 17 drivers left in the race out of 27 that started. So 10 drivers are either out, taking their car behind the wall, or they are sitting on pit road getting damage fixed. Well, somehow Seth Hatchell managed to stay on the lead lap, so that's good. That's good news for him. He'll be restarting back in, I think, 13th or 14th. One of the chase contenders. They're getting fewer and fewer out here. Adam Baker's got a smile on his face right now.
Yeah, he needs to just keep it straight, that's all.
Here we go. pace car is in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's a green flag. Off and going again. Let's see if these guys can get a few more laps in under their belt this time. Eric Pirelli moves into 5th. Right there.
Adam Baker looking to take 2nd.
Yes, sir, and he's going to do it. Gets around David Howard Jr. David trapped up on that high side now. He's got Joe Mitchell underneath him. I talked to Joe before the race. Actually, we talked for a good 15-20 minutes in TeamSpeak here before the race, before you guys even started coming into TeamSpeak. And he said, man, the track is going to be super slick tonight. He said, wow, wish me good luck. Well, good luck. And he's running in 3rd right now. Howard is going to drive. Oh, he goes way up the hill. No grip up there. You get up into them marbles. He just lost 2 positions right there in 3 and 4. Joshua Susi in 6th. Travis Wall back up to the 7th place. Rookie not in the chase. Drove around John Schweikert. Schweikert in 8th. John's got a little bit of damage on his car there from a couple of near misses, but a couple of them he didn't miss. He barely caught the corner of them. Seth Hatchell up to 9th. So he's working his way closer to the front. The one I never count out, Brian, is Lupe Gonzalez.
You better believe it, man. He's always up there. Oh, caution's out, Rudy.
We got a caution. Uh-oh. This isn't looking good. Len McNeese involved in that. Let's go take a look. Might have been a self-spin, but it was enough that he did spin that in front of traffic. He's going into turn 1 here. He looks to be okay, but he's going to get that turn 2 curse, I think. He gets down there. Oh, he caught the white line. That'll unload that car, and he's going to go right into the inside wall as normal. He comes back up across the track in front of traffic. Guy's skinnied by there, the number 11 of Daniel Haney, but he's going to get damage. He gets into the wall. So Len McNeese bringing out that caution. And it
looked like the car just caught grip and he went down and hit the yellow line or the white line.
Yep, and it looks like he has already taken his car behind the wall. Wow, already. You know, you hate to see that. I just hate it for these guys. You know, they go out here and they practice and try to do everything right and making sure that, you know, they hit their marks right on pit road. They hit their marks right in the turns. And you know, Ryan, as a driver, it's so hard, you know, all the work you do, and that to be taken away so early in a race like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely unfortunate whenever that happens, but I mean, there's 36 races in a year. It's going to happen to you.
Yep. Eventually, yep. Eric Borelli stays out to get a lap led. He's one of our chase drivers. He gets a bonus point for that. All that adds up right there, bonus points, and that's what a lot of these guys stay out for. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him come to pit road now. And when he does, that'll put Scott Healy right back in the lead. Hey, Craig Sykes in chat there. How you doing, Craig? Yeah, he's coming to pit road. So that will put Scott Healy right back in the lead. We've yet to do a crank it up yet because these guys haven't had that many green flag laps yet to do a crank it up. So we'll have to get to that.
Yeah, hopefully we can get a decent green flag run here at some point.
Yeah. Get some of these laps chewed down a little bit. The field is getting smaller.
Yeah, I hate to see all these drivers getting taken out of the race like this.
Yep, we got 3 more of them sitting on pit road. Well, 2 more, excuse me. Daniel Haney, John Estes. Looks like Paul Cohen's going to get off of pit road, so he'll be okay. He's running about 5 laps down. Scott Healy, trying to get the most laps led tonight, is succeeding so far. He'll have 22 laps led at the line. The Bass Pro Shops, Tracker Boats car, looking good.
Definitely got a strong car tonight.
Adam Baker second, David Howard Jr. third, Joshua Susi in fourth, and Travis Wall now up to the 5th position. Okay, they're doubling up. Maybe that's John Schweikert. No, that is Travis Wall. Yep, Schweikert's starting 6th place. Doubling up, the lights are out. We all know what that means. More green flag racing. Or does it mean another caution?
Hopefully we can get some laps in.
Keep our fingers crossed. I got my fingers crossed and my toes crossed, my legs crossed, my hair's crossed. I'm ready.
I think it'd be interesting to see, with such a loose setup, how the car's going to react in a longer run.
Yeah, it would be kind of interesting because you know as well as I do, the longer, sometimes the longer you run, the car will start coming in. You know, sure you may have to back up your corners a little bit more, but you'll be a little bit more relaxed at getting back on the throttle. Pace car's in, and there's the green flag. Oh, a little tire spin there by Joshua Susi. And that's just what Travis Wall needed. He's going to take advantage of that. Adam Baker still side by side with Scott Healy. Now he falls back. David Howard Jr. ready to stick his nose in there and take that position. Oh, no, Joe Mitchell. We got Joe Mitchell into it. Oh, my. This took out a bunch of good drivers, too. Let's go see what happened. Might have been some contact there. I don't know. This was right after the restart.
He just lost it too. Kicked loose on him. Oh man, lots of good drivers taken out. Paul Zota spun on that. Seth Hatchell was in that.
Oh yes, he did. He got loose, and no place for John Schweikert to go. Oh, Seth Hatchell. Oh my, Paul Zota skinnied through, but he's going to wind up going up. He spun. No, he didn't get into anything, so that could be good news for him. But he is no longer in the chase. But boy, look at the cars that were taken out on that one, man.
Len McNeese took it behind the wall. John Estes, Seth Hatchell.
Man, demolition derby here tonight. Unbelievable, Ryan. I think you did the smart thing, brother. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, even if I would have stayed out and raced, I might still be up in here.
Yeah. Heck, you could have stayed a half a lap back. Just think where you'd be right now. You'd be right up here in the top 10.
Man, that's just unfortunate.
Yeah. You know, that's the thing, you know, if you think about it, just kind of look at it from a whole nother perspective. If you would have stayed out there and just let them guys get out there a half a lap, knowing how bad the setup was here tonight, okay? The setup was extremely loose, so you know it's going to be dangerous. You know it's going to be a lot of cautions, and just stayed out there and stayed a half a lap back, stayed, 10 seconds behind the field, you'd still be in the race right now. I mean, we've lost even more drivers now. So what started out as 27 drivers, we're down to 13 left in the race. Unbelievable. We've lost 14 drivers.
Hey, that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, on the first 40 laps of the race. I don't know if it was me, and I'd almost think about rerunning the race. I think I'd just say, boys, pull it off the track. We're done for the night. We're going to rerun the race.
I wish that would happen.
But, you know, you got to take the good with the bad, and that's what I tell a lot of these guys. You know, they go out and, man, I'm not going to run good here tonight. I don't run good. The setup don't feel good to me. And, you know, but you got to take the good with the bad. You know, I mean, you got a track that you're really good at. Another guy is not good at, but he may be good at a track that you're not good at. So it kind of evens the field out a little bit, you know. And everybody's struggling with the same problem out here tonight. They're all running the same setup. So, you know, same weather conditions, same track conditions. It's an even playing field. It's just who can manage their car and their tires and fuel the best out here tonight, and who's going to survive.
Man, I'll tell you what, if the race keeps going like it's going, Scott Ailey's looking pretty good.
Yep. I don't know if I can get. Yeah, I was going to talk to Eric Borelli, but he's not even in TeamSpeak. He was in here. Where did he go?
I don't know. I didn't see that he disconnected. I mean, he's still out there, I think, isn't he?
No, he's still in the race, but he's not in TeamSpeak. Well, Daniel Haney re-enters the race, back in 16th position. Joe Mitchell will still be sitting on pit road. Wow, does he ever have massive damage. Brad Hicks coming off of pit road. He'll pick up a couple more positions. He's still one of our chase contenders. We're down to about 3 chase contenders left in this race right now. That is it.
Adam Baker's looking pretty good too. I'll tell you what.
It's going to be.
I bet he's grinning from ear to ear.
Oh yeah, he's going to be a big points night for him if he can keep it clean the rest of this race.
Oh, let's see what we can do this time.
They get going this time, I'll try a little crank it up here and we'll see how it goes.
10-4.
Ready, green, 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 green.
There's the green. David Howard Jr. under Adam Baker. Pick up that second position. Joshua Susi now on the inside of Adam Baker.
Adam Baker fell back to 4th.
Yes, he did. And here comes Travis Wall up to 5th. He was our pole sitter tonight. Looking pretty good so far. Travis Wall. Oh, Adam Baker.
Oh, Adam Baker.
And that brings out a caution. Well, let's go see what happened here to Adam. Wow, man, caution-filled race here tonight. Well, he was looking pretty good coming out of turn 4 right here. Down the front stretch, he's okay. Looks like the car was a little wiggly going into turn 1. He caught that white line. Everybody catches that white line right there. And boy, that just totally wiped that car right out. He may be okay, though. He doesn't have a whole pile of damage. He may be okay. I don't know. It's going to be who can survive this tonight. It's going to be our winner. And I'm agreeing with him in chat. The pace car is going to lead the most laps here tonight and probably win the race.
Probably. Yeah, I think Adam, he didn't hit the wall too hard. If he goes in and gets a couple minutes of repairs done and just comes out and runs some laps, I think he'll be all right.
Well, a lot of faking out going down pit road there because most of these guys were just down pit road. Ronald Etheridge comes up to 5th. Brad Hicks will be 6th. Lupe Gonzalez is on pit road, so 6th place is where it ends right there. Let's see if we can maybe get a word in with, trying to find him here. Well, how about we try to get a word in with Paul Zoda? I haven't talked to him in a while here. Paul Zoda, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Got you there, Rudy.
Wow, rough night here tonight for the boys. Tell me what you're feeling out there on the track.
Man, it's like driving on ice. It's a handful. You cannot get into the throttle at all coming out of 2 and 4, man, or the car just goes.
Well, with no resets here tonight, boy, I'll tell you what, pit roads look like a junkyard ever since about, lap 4 or 5. We've been seeing a lot of guys on there. How have you kept your car so clean?
Man, I don't know. I got lucky. I avoided 2 big ones that really would have done some serious damage and probably taken me out. And I don't know how I avoided it, but man, I'm thankful I did.
Well, it looks like you might have a top 10 car then tonight if your luck goes right with you. And I do like that paint job, man. That's an awesome looking paint job.
Yeah, that's thanks to Roger Wagner for the paint, man. He hooked me up with a nice paint scheme. And last week I got taken out. I wasn't able to get a good finish, so maybe tonight I can get something good for it.
Well, we've lost 14 drivers in the race. This is unbelievable, Paul. This is, I was telling Ryan, I said I'd almost think about telling them, hey, boys, just pull it off the track because we're going to rerun this under different conditions.
Yeah. We were just joking about that, this might be one of them races, Rudy, where we're going to be running across the start-finish line in our feet.
Yep, there you go.
Ricky Bobby.
We'll see how it goes the rest of the race. I mean, if it gets that bad, we may end up having to do something like that. But, it is what it is, man. We'll try to make the best of it.
That's right. You got to take the good with the bad,
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, good luck, Paul.
All right. Thank you, Rudy.
All right, back up front, Scott Healy waiting on them lights to go out, and they do. So we're going back green. We've got 13 drivers left in the race here, folks. Yeah, I'd like to get Joe Mitchell up here and talk to him because I talked to him before the race, but he's left team speak.
Yeah, he took it behind the wall.
Yep, and he's gone, so I'd like to talk to him and see what his thoughts were on it. Man, I just can't believe we've lost all them people out of here tonight. Man, this is unbelievable. Oh, Joe's in chat. Joe, I wanted to talk to you, brother. Shouldn't have left TeamSpeak. I wanted to talk to you. All right, here we go. Pace car's in.
Ready, green, 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 green.
And there's the green flag. Travis Wall trying to get up there with the leader right now, is hooked up on the back of his bumper.
He is right on him. David Howard looks like he's going to fall back to 3rd, maybe even 4th.
Yeah, David's trying to get down there and keep that position protected a little bit as Eric Pirelli comes up on him now. And here comes Joshua Susi. These guys have broke away a little bit from Stephen Bird. Stephen Bird, Paul Zoda hooked up together here. Ronald Etheridge right behind them in 8th. Brad Hicks, 9th. Another one of the chase contenders. And I see he's giving himself just a little bit of room right now, Ryan. He's saying, you know, I am not going to get up there. I want a little room to check up because his car's still in pretty good shape.
Yeah, I'd hang back for a little bit if I was him.
Yep,
I think he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, him and Lupe here. Lupe's hanging back a little bit too. Yeah, not a bad choice at all. Healy continuing to lead. Travis Wall on his tail. Coming out of turn.
Travis drove it in pretty deep that time.
Yeah, man. These guys are getting after it now. The field has shrunk and now the racing begins. We're not even at the halfway mark yet, folks. Take a look at it. We've had 7 cautions. Unbelievable this week. This is not the kind of driving we usually see here at, and it's not so much the driver, it's the track conditions and the conditions out there on the track. So the car's just slick, but it's one of them deals. You just got to deal with it, right, Ryan?
Yeah, I definitely have to say I wasn't expecting it to be this loose. I know Paul sent out an email to a couple of the drivers and said, hey, it's pretty loose, so just watch your exit. And man, I'll tell you what, he wasn't lying.
Yeah. You just got to like hang on for so long coming out of the turn before you get back in that throttle. You know, almost got to have the car straight before you can get back in it.
I'll tell you what you do. You really got to make sure you got it where you want to go.
Let's ride along here with Joshua Susi. See what's going on up there in the front. He's back about 1.8 seconds from the leader at the moment. Good safe zone. I see what's left out here are getting separated a little bit, except for Lupe and Brad. Lupe got around Brad Hicks. Brad goes back to 10th. Both of them in the chase yet. Adam Baker 1 lap down in the 11th. Got some pretty significant damage there on the front. That's what's left of our chase drivers. We got 4 of them left out here on the track. Guys all bidding for the top spot. Top one right now out here is Eric Borelli running in 4th.
Travis Wall is not letting Scott pull away from him.
Yeah, we're going to ride along with him for a minute here. Yeah, he's keeping it right up there on Scott's bumper, or close to him, within a couple of car lengths. If we can hear the engine here, these guys, when they go into the turn, backing off so early going into the turn, and you got to wait so long before you can get back in the throttle. It just seems like you're in that turn forever. Man, I'm telling you, you can hear the car right on its edge right there. You know, they're going from 200 right down to about 165, dropping about 35 miles an hour just going into the turn.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that's saying something right there.
Yeah, that's for sure. David Howard still hanging on in 3rd. Had a strong car on new tires, but they're no longer on new tires now. Eric Borelli in 4th. Everybody else seems to be hanging on pretty good here. Lupe Gonzalez got around. Ronald Etheridge goes into 8th. It's that time in the race where we're going to start seeing Lupe just slowly work his way closer to the front. I don't know. I think we're going to see Lupe in the top 5 here before this is over.
Oh, I can almost guarantee you that.
Yep. He's one of the guys that's, man, he can save it. And even though he's got a little damage on that car, he's been slowly getting it fixed up under pit stops. And I know he's been working diligently on that. His pit crew's just been hard at work trying to get them dents ponded out of it. But he keeps going the way he's going, though. He'll be all right. Healy putting some distance on Travis Wall now, to almost a half a second. And I'm not sure.
To pull away a little bit.
Yeah, what's going on with Travis's car now, because David Howard's starting to close that gap on him a little. Come back on David Howard. There's only less than a half a second between them two, about 4/10. These guys are just so gingerly going around here right now. They're just like, wow, they can't get back in the gas. You're just pretty much limited to what you can do right there. Travis Wall just had a moment coming out of turn 2 when that let David Howard close that gap up, now down within 0.2 of a second. You don't want to do that too many times.
No.
You know, the more you do that, the more you're making them tires angry, and man, you don't want your tires angry at you. It just seems like Scott Healy is just so hooked up out here tonight.
Yeah, he's really got it in the groove now.
Yeah, he's been the one that's been kind of like, he's got it figured out where he needs to get back into the throttle, where he needs to back out. He's backing out way early, and that's what you got to do. In easy and out hard is what I've always been told. David Howard for second. Travis Wall goes back to third. Yeah, the easier you go into the turn, the harder you can come out of the turn. You know, the more you can get, the quicker you can get back in the throttle. So it just makes it seem like it's longer for you to go through that turn at a slower pace. But you know, I don't know. I've had guys that have told me slower's faster. Is that true?
Oh, in some cases, it's absolutely true. I mean,
I don't know. When I went to school, slower was slower, but
yeah.
Apparently in racing, slower is faster.
Yeah, I mean, you really want to conserve those tires early on in a run, and guys like Scott Healy, Seth Hatchell, I mean, those guys are. Sometimes I don't know how they do it and still maintain speed.
Yeah. Adam Baker now to the inside. He's back in 11th, but he just went around Joshua Sousey. He's trying to get up here. He would be the wave by if a caution comes out, and he would be back on the lead lap. He would be in the lucky dog position right now in 11th. Well, we're seeing a green flag run now, Ryan. Field down to 13 drivers.
Yeah, that's fairly long.
Yeah, I thought maybe Joe Mitchell would come back in TeamSpeak, but I guess not. I thought maybe he'd come back in here, we could talk to him a little bit, but...
Yeah, maybe he didn't hear you.
Yeah, he heard me. He was in chat.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he heard me. Well, Travis Wall's fallen off pretty quick here. I mean, I think he was racing that car just a little bit hard to try to keep up with Healy. And in the process, he's used up his tires a little bit. But I'll tell you what, David Howard Jr. is closing that gap on Healy right now. He's down to less than 3/4 of a second.
Yeah, he's gaining some ground on him just about every lap.
There's 0.6 of a second. He's not getting quite the run out of the turns that Scott's getting, but I think he's being a little more gentle getting back in that throttle than Scott is. Scott's a little more aggressive on the throttle coming out of the turn. and that's how he's maintaining that 3/4 of a second. There's Joe.
Joe, how you doing?
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Well, we were wondering, tell us about what happened out there, Joe.
I have never driven a car that loose before. That was on new tires. I spun out coming out of 2. I know that these guys are struggling. Even, I don't know, the middle part of the run isn't too bad, but we could never get it there. And it was always 1, 2, maybe a 5-lap run, and we'd have to pit. And then, yeah, it's definitely a handful, that's for sure.
Tell me about it.
Well, Ryan was saying that, maybe with a little bit longer run, would that have helped? I mean, do you think? Because it seems like this run we're having right now, the car seems to be a little bit better. I mean, did you do any testing on that, before the race tonight, that, a longer run would make it a little bit less slick?
Yeah, we did. It didn't really seem to come in until about lap 10. And then you were good for about 15 laps. And then it'd start to fall off once the tank ran dry. Yeah, the beginning part of the run and the ending part of the run was definitely a handful in practice. So, it was going to be even worse in the race with so many guys around.
Well, now, correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the iRacing fixed setup, or is this a fixed setup that Paul has made?
No, this is the iRacing fixed setup.
Man, it is terrible.
Yeah, we were hoping he dropped the temperature down, and we're hoping that would make it a little more grippy, and it's a little better than the official races, but it's, oh man, I don't even know how to explain it. It seems like restarts are worse.
Well, sometimes
in here,
sometimes dropping that temperature takes it the other way, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe that might have been the case here.
It's a possibility. I know the temperatures usually aren't very high. I can't even remember that there's ever been a problem like that.
Well, official races, they run at what, normal temperature, like 72 or something?
I want to say something like 79, I believe.
Oh, is it that high? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's what that setup was made for, to run at that temperature. Now, when you start fooling with the temperature, you're changing what that setup's going to do out there.
Oh, yeah, I agree. Me and Paul were talking a little bit the other day about possibly, I was playing around with shock settings, trying to see if I could get the back end of the car a little more settled coming out of the corner. And we just decided, well, he decided, he's the boss, not me, just stick with this route. And, I mean, I feel bad for the chase guys. A lot of guys got taken out.
Yeah, this is really going to shake up the chase points a lot.
He was saying before the race that it's definitely going to be a driver's race, that's for sure. I'm surprised that I really made it as far as I did. I mean, it just snapped loose coming out of 2. I know that they're getting pretty well into this run here. I would assume these guys are going to start to struggle or move up the track a little bit.
Well, Shane Papala's got back out there on the track. Him and Daniel Haney have passed you up, Joe, so it looks like a 15th place finish for you tonight then.
Yeah, I mean, all in all, I can't really complain. This is a great group of guys to run with. I wouldn't want to run with anybody else, to be honest. So much respect in this class.
Just a bad setup. That's about all you can attribute it to. It wasn't anybody did anything wrong. It's just the setup.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, hey, even the professionals mess up from time to time. So
We got a battle for the lead going on right now.
We just seen Scott Healy catch that white line, and boy, that seems to be everybody's thing right now. Is everybody's catching that white line.
David Howard's going to take the lead. Yep. Scott's going to get inside of him.
Well, Joe, thank you for coming back in and talking to us, brother.
Oh, no problem, Rudy. Thanks for having me.
Man. Yeah, you take care, and we'll see you next week.
Yep, you too, buddy.
All right, thanks. This Mike was getting a lot of feedback from that.
Yeah, it was there at the end.
Well, David Howard Jr. just led his first lap of the race, and he is not in the chase now. He is in the Xfinity chase. You can see the X at the end of his name. That means he's in the Xfinity chase. And I'm not sure. Apparently, that was a pretty good race last night, from what I'm understanding, Ryan.
I couldn't tell you. I mean, I was qualifying, and well, did I tell you what happened?
No.
I was having some real bad sound issues yesterday, and it's still going on today, just not to the extent it was last night. And right as I got done qualifying, I think I qualified 9th or 10th, and my computer froze up on me. I had to shut it off and couldn't make it back.
Oh my!
Yeah, I think I was 5th in Xfinity points going into that race, so I needed a good race, and that didn't happen.
Oh my! Yeah, I hate stuff like that. You know, it's all sometimes about equipment and everything, and man, I hate to hear that. Well, Stephen Bird trying to get one of his laps back. He did pass up Scott Healy. Now he goes around the outside of David Howard, and David Howard coming to pit road. Yep. About that time of the race. Scott Healy retakes the lead. I wouldn't doubt if it won't be too much longer we'll see Scott Healy come to pit road. Somebody's smoking. I think somebody's smoking coming to pit road. Is that what I'm seeing? Thought I'd seen some smoke. Yeah. Somebody coming down pit road there smoking. Wasn't David. I don't know who that was. Somebody smoking coming down pit road. Might have been Shane Papala, maybe. I think it was. He might have had a lot of engine damage or something on that car. Lupe Gonzalez just coming down pit road.
Yeah, Shane Papala.
Scott Healy goes by, and now that puts only 6 of them on the lead lap until he pits. Travis Wall will be second. He has not pitted yet. Eric Pirelli third. He's the top chase driver out here right now, the highest on the board. Brad Hicks will be in 4th position. He's one of the chase drivers. Paul Zoda, not far behind him. Looks like Paul's coming to pit road. Going to give up 5th to come to pit road. And Healy still out there. Still out there putting the laps down. Oh, he's coming to pit road too.
Here he comes this time.
Good deal. I put Travis Wall in the lead now. Four-tire change for Scott Healy. He's away.
Travis Wall's coming to road this time.
Oh,
he locked him up.
Sliding it on pit road. I think there might have been a speeding penalty in that one. Or unsafe pitting.
He was coming in hot.
Yeah. Paul Cohen stopping as well. Oh, and he slides it into the pit stall too. He's not doing well here on pit road. That's our pole sitter. And I do believe there is a speeding penalty on that because he's still sitting there. He's got his wheels turned and ready to go. And there he goes. Makes it out. Well, let's put Eric Pirelli in the lead now. Brad Hicks second, and David Howard Jr. third place, still on the lead lap, barely. Oh,
Eric Pirelli's going around. Well, not quite around, in the grass.
Whoa.
That was a good save.
Yeah, it was. At least he kept it straight. That's going to let Brad Hicks get by, and Brad will take the lead. He has not led yet today. He wants that bonus point. One of our chase drivers out here trying to get a... Well, this is really going to shake up the points, Ryan. Excuse me. I got Brian and Ryan. I put Brad and Ryan together and got Brian. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. But I'll tell you what, this has definitely been interesting.
Yep, and Pirelli coming to pit road now. I don't blame him. You got those tires pretty hot and sticky, so David Howard Jr. will take over the second place. David is a long ways ahead of Scott Healy. Healy is about 5 seconds behind David Howard right now. So Scott must have had a very, very bad pit stop or something that happened there that he got that far back. I know they didn't pit at the same time. David pitted just a lap or two. No, about 4 laps, I guess it was, before David Howard. David Howard pitted about 4 laps before Scott Healy. Get that out right. He's closing the gap on David Howard, though. Brad Hicks is still staying out there.
Out there logging some laps. Still in the chase, getting all them bonus points he can.
That's right. Well, Scott Healy's led 68 laps, folks. It was started out a pretty rough race here for the guys that caution filled with 7 cautions in 94 laps here. It's starting to settle into a pretty good race here now. James Papala takes his car behind the wall. We're left with 13 drivers again left in the race. Oh, wait a minute. James Haney's back out there on the track.
Is he?
Well, unless they're allowing a multi-class here, he's driving a modified in a Gen 6 series race. I don't know.
Maybe that'll handle a little better.
It looks like a modified to me. Doesn't it look like a modified from the front?
Yeah, I think someone needs to inform him that's a winter series race. That's not now.
Yeah,
he's got his date mixed up.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I ain't seen that number 83 back out on the track yet, though. That's kind of odd.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. Sitting on his thumb somewhere.
Yeah, his crew chief's probably going to fire him or something.
Yeah, probably. Get one of the pit crew members out there that wants to get fast.
Brad Hicks coming to pit road. At least he got some bonus points out of all this. Find a better camera angle here. Where the heck is he? There he is. Thank you. I'm going to fire that camera guy.
Well, that puts David Howard in the lead.
Yep. Back out there. And this is just exactly the kind of racing that David Howard...
Oh, got a car going around the grass. Grass in the front stretch.
That doesn't look good. Don't know who that was. Stephen Bird. He got it straight, though. No caution. Whew. Wow. And that happened right in the head of the leader, too. I'll bet you David Howard was sweating that one.
I'm sure he was.
got a 3.6 second lead over Scott Healy right now. That's
closing a little bit of that gap.
He closed down a little bit, but he's kind of at that point right now where he's not really closing that much. He's kind of wore the newness off. Excuse me. Off them tires, and he's not closing that gap as much. Dang, I can't believe that. Oh, Joe Mitchell said he, like hearing his own voice on there. He's sort of everybody hearing his voice. What? I thought there was nothing wrong with your voice, Joe. What the heck, man? Don't beat yourself up over that. Well, James Haney's trying to pick up a few positions here. There's plenty enough laps left. He could actually finish 14th because there is enough laps left. Now to 25 to go. David Howard Jr. in the lead by 3.5 seconds. Somehow David's managed to keep that car out there without getting a whole bunch of damage on it. And I think that's what's really got him up there with that big of a lead.
Yeah, he's just playing it smart is all he's doing. It's paying off today.
Well, Healy is closing. He's down to 3.2 seconds now. So let's run around the field here real quick. David Howard Jr. started 5th today, running in the lead. Scott Healy started 22nd. 22nd. And he's up to 2nd. Has led the most laps here tonight. And by the way, he will clinch that. Nobody can top that. He led 68 laps. But he's not giving up though. He's chasing down David Howard Jr. for that win. Josh Soucy. I keep saying Soucy. Joshua Soucy started 12th tonight, running in 3rd. Lupe Gonzalez started 6th. He got mired way back in the field. Here he is in the top 5, Ryan, just like we suspected.
There he is, man.
Travis Wall was our pole sitter, and he's back here in 5th. Eric Borelli started 10th. Running in 6th. Paul Zoda started 14th, running in 7th. Brad Hicks started 23rd, running in 8th. Stephen Bird started 20th, running in 9th. Adam Baker, back out there on the track, started 8th, running in 10th. Ronald Etheridge started 21st, running in 11th. Paul Cohen started 15th, running in 12th. And then the only other one we got out there right now, James Haney, which he just picked up a position right there as he crossed the line. Started 25th. He's driving a modified out here tonight. Brad Hicks going around. But he is running in 18th right now and potentially could pick up about 4 more positions here from guys that are out of the race. So James Haney could be looking at a 14th place finish when the night is over. Awesome.
Scott Healy's about 2.5 seconds back now.
Yes,
sir. Less than that. He's gaining on him.
2.2. And I'm sure David's watching that. He knows he's coming. And there probably isn't a whole lot David could do with him. All he can do right now is just try to save what tires he does have left for a late race charge. If Healy can get to him. Now, it's the thing that we always say, too, is catching them to one thing, but getting by them's another. Is David Howard going to try to do a little bit of blocking there when it comes down to the last few laps? Or is he saving his tires right now? What's he doing? I don't think Healy's saving tires right now. I think Healy's on a mission to try to get up there and battle it up with David Howard.
Hey, he's driving the wheels off that thing right now.
And is he going to burn them tires up by the time he gets there? He won't have nothing left.
I don't know. I mean, David Howard's, I got a feeling he's just kind of taking it easy right now. I mean, there's only so much tire you can save this point into a run, but I'm kind of liking what he's doing right now.
Well, I know David Howard. I've known him for a long time. and this is just exactly the kind of racing that he does. Is you don't know what he's doing out there. He's got a spotter and a crew chief helping him, telling him, you know, what the gap is, telling him how close he is, and all that. Does he only have a spotter? Does he have a crew chief? Is he helping him? I don't think he is, but I think David Howard Jr. might be pulling out a win here tonight.
I mean, I'd like to say that, but I'll tell you what, anything can happen.
Oh yeah, anything. We could see Healy get there and them two get tangled up and neither one of them finish, and Joshua Susie get by both of them and grab the win here. That would be a total upset. He is 11.8 seconds back. But Healy closes that gap even more, down to 1.1 seconds.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if we end up getting a yellow out here, I mean, one restart can change it all. Especially on a loose setup like this. With the laps winding down, I mean, everyone's going to be racing as hard as they can, and I don't know, that would be interesting.
James Haney just took over 15th position from you. Or, I'm sorry, not you, Joe Mitchell. I'm sorry. I was thinking
I don't think anyone's taking 27th from me.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, the car's all fixed up. I could go out there and run a couple more laps, but I like it up here. I'm nice and relaxed. I don't need to turn any more laps tonight.
Well, let's see. 6 laps would pick you up one more position. And there's just enough laps for you to pick up about 4 more positions. So you could pick up 5 positions just by going out and turning the rest of the laps. So you wouldn't be 27th, you'd be 22nd. I'm just saying.
I'm out of the chase. I'm not going to worry about it.
All right, man. Well, thank you for helping out tonight. I appreciate it very, very much, Ryan. Good to have you.
Hey,
up here,
that's
man.
not a problem.
Well, Healy's within 0.6 of a second, coming to 12 to go. And there's only about 4 or 5 laps difference in tires, in pit stops between them two. And how much is Brad Hicks helping right now with Scott Healy, or is he being a hindrance there? You know, I mean, is he stealing air off of the back of him? Is he helping him or hurting him?
I don't know. I mean, I think he's helping him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, by the looks of it. He's closed right up within a couple of tenths, just about, 2 or 3 car lengths from him.
Yeah, he's pretty much there. Brad Hicks looks like he's going to be outside of him.
David
wow,
Howard
close.
Tapped the wall. You don't want to do that too many more times.
Coming up on Bozota here.
Caution somewhere. Caution.
Ah, yellow's out.
We got
Where's
a
that
caution. And that was Stephen Bird. Spinning it around right in front of traffic. So that brings out the caution here. And boy, it's just going to be a handful of laps. Now, let me ask you this. Do you pit?
Definitely.
We've got 7 cars on the lead lap. So the worst, even if like David Howard pitted and everybody else stayed out, the worst that he would start would be 7th. But he's going to have 4 fresh tires. He would drive by them 7 cars like they were standing still. So if he pits, he's in control of this pit. So if he pits, everybody's got to pit. Or else they're just going to be way behind, you know?
Yeah, you're definitely going to want to come get 4 fresh ones, no doubt about it.
Yes, sir. Well, let's see how they do on this pit stop. David Howard coming in. Scott Healy, Joshua Susie. I guess I called him Sousey for so long that, before I found out that it was Susie.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Well, let's see who's going to get out first. Healy's going to get out first. Oh my!
Oh, that's going to change everything up.
Yeah, Scott Healy with a great pit stop there.
What happened to David? He might have got speeding on pit road.
I don't know, because he's laying way back here. I bet you that's what happened. He's
wow, that changes everything.
Yeah, he sped coming off of pit road. Man, that's a bummer after being running so good up there. Golly, man, I hate to see mistakes like that made. But you know, that's the time that mistakes are made, and it comes down to the end of the race like this, and the pressure is on, and you know, David he broke under the pressure right there, tried to get Scott coming off pit road and got caught speeding. So man, tough break for David.
Yeah, it's a tough break for sure.
And you know what? I guess he left the track. He took it behind the wall.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, man.
Man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, well, he just kind of probably mad at himself over that deal. So, well, this will be Healy's win to get. Susie right there in second. Travis Waller, pole sitter, and he is really good on new tires. We may see him up here battling with it. Eric Borelli hanging in there. He's the closest to the front of the chase drivers. Lupe Gonzalez, top 5. Alzoda in 6th. No longer in the chase, but having a great run here tonight. Brad Hicks hanging in there in 7th. And Adam Baker will be back on the lead lap, but he's not going to get the pit.
Yeah, it's good that he's going to be back on the lead lap, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be lost.
Yes, sir. All right, lights are out. We're going back green. Just a handful of laps to go here. And man, we've lost so many drivers. Well, David Howard did lead 24 laps, but has decided to take his car behind the wall, so that's another one out of the race. So we have 11 cars left in the race right now, after starting 27 drivers.
Man, if that's saying something right there.
Yeah. And another lap here, James Haney will pick up another position from Shane Papala. He'll be finishing in 14th. James Haney will. That's not bad. Not a bad recovery.
That is not too bad.
For finishing 71 laps down.
I applaud that. And again, oh yeah, I mean, lots of wrecking going on.
Yep. Hayes car in. Green's out. Travis Wall with a good start. Borelli kind of slipping back a little. Susie out on the outside. He's going to get passed up by Travis Wall, which I figured would probably happen. It's going to come down to a couple of drivers right here. Healy, that's so strong out front. Coming to 5 to go this time by Travis Wall in second. Cooling them tires off, waiting to make a late race run. We better not wait too much longer. Eric Borelli.
Can he get him?
Eric Borelli. Oh,
he's right. He's right on him.
Get a little tap there.
Travis Wall's really got to get going if he wants a shot at this.
Yes, sir. Borelli looking to the inside. He's going to wash up. Oh, my.
Wow, I could not believe there was no contact.
I know it. I think there was, but it wasn't enough to upset Travis's car or something there. I don't know.
I'll tell you what, Scott Healy's taking off like Lightning McQueen right now.
Yes, sir. These guys are racing it so hard back here. He's getting away. Susi gets by Eric Borelli. Lupe Gonzalez he's got a front row seat to this going on up here. Coming to 3 to go this time by for Scott Healy.
Oh, he's going around. Ooh, who was that? Was that Joshua Susi?
No, he went across the grass. Across the grass he went, but he's going to save it. He'll be back in 7th. And that's a tough break for Joshua Susi. Healy, 0.6 of a second, coming to 2 to go. Doesn't look like Travis is going to be able to catch up to him unless he's got an ace up his sleeve here. Eric Borelli 3rd. Lupe Gonzalez goes into 4th. So we've got 3 of the chase drivers right up here in the top 5. Brad Hicks in 5th. A little ways back, Adam Baker, 7th place. But Susi's going to drive around the outside of him. And white flag's in the air for Scott Healy. 0.8 of a second lead over Travis Wall. Looks like he's going to drive away with it. Oh,
Borelli's going
Borelli. That will throw the caution, but the race will be over before the caution is out. And Scott Healy will bring it to victory lane here, folks. Congrats goes to Scott Healy.
I'll tell you what, that's the definition of dominance right there.
Yes, sir. 77 laps he led here tonight. Brad Hicks will come in 3rd. So Brad finishes the top of all the chase drivers. So he'll get the most points out of all the chase drivers. So, wow, what an amazing finish that wound up to be after being such a wreck-filled race. It was pretty awesome. I don't know if Scott's going to do a burnout here. Yep, there goes his burnout.
That's a well-deserved burnout right there.
Well, let's see if we can get these guys up here. We'll start talking to them. If I can find Brad. There he is. Brad Hicks, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, 3rd place finish for you tonight, Brad. I'll bet you $5 about an hour ago you didn't think you were ever going to see the podium here tonight.
Well, not really, but it wouldn't surprise me. Just as tricky as this car was, you just had to outsmart him a little bit and just ride around and wait.
Well, that's what it would take. That's what it was taking here tonight, because you had to outlast some of the drivers that just couldn't quite make it. But I know everybody was saying that the car was extremely loose out there tonight. Were you feeling that as well?
Yeah, it's loose, but it's the same for everybody. You got a right foot.
That's right.
You can't control it.
That's right. You got it. You nailed that right on the head, Brad. Well, congratulations to you for 3rd. Anybody you want to thank tonight, Brad, for your 3rd place finish?
Oh, y'all cats at MaxSpeed and Paul and Somo and everybody racing with them, man. I'm just having fun. That's all it's all about.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week. You top spot of all the chase drivers tonight, so it's going to be a big points night for you tonight, Brad.
Nah, points, smarts. Just have fun.
Oh, that's a good attitude to have. That is a really cool attitude to have, man. All right. Well, we'll see you next week, Brad. Thanks.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. We got Travis Wall. Travis, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, 2nd place for you tonight after starting on the pole. Talk about that, how upsetting that car was out there. You only led 4 laps tonight. You just didn't have enough to get back up to Scott there for the win.
Yeah, that green flag stop there, I keep messing them things up. I got a black flag or speed in the entry, whatever it was, and had to sit there 15 seconds. But even that, I still would have been like 5-6 seconds behind. I think it was David that. But Yeah, it was slick, but I tried something there at the end. I didn't take fuel. I just took tires and actually got the car too tight. So I guess you live and you learn.
Well, there you go. But you never know about things like that until you try them, But coming down to the end of a race like that, you might find that might not have been a good time to try it, and as it turned out, it was not. So, but a second place, great run out there tonight. I know a lot of guys were talking about how slick it was, and we seen you a couple times a little squirrely coming out of turn 2. Was that seemed to be the worst? Was that worse than 4?
I mean, 2 flattens out a whole lot compared to 4. But what surprised me the most was actually entry into 1 and 3. That's where I messed up the most. I guess I prepared myself for 2 and 4 so much in practice that I threw it in there a couple times going into 1 under somebody, and it got real loose. So the car was just loose, but it was fun.
Well, very good. Well, anybody you want to thank tonight, Travis?
Well, I got to thank y'all for hosting, or not hosting, but showing these races on YouTube, having a bunch of people try to watch these, and got to thank Somo for letting me run, and I can't wait for next week.
All right, well, we're looking forward to it, too. It's coming down to the end of the season here. Are you planning on running in the, whatever they're going to run? I don't know if they're going to run the modifieds or the B car or the A car. I don't know what they're planning on running. 1 minute I talked to Paul and he was saying the modifieds, and the next minute it was going to be the Gen 6. I don't know what you guys are running, but are you going to run the winter season here on Thursday nights?
Yeah, I'm looking to do it either the Wednesday or Thursdays, whichever days they do, whichever kind of works out for me. But I plan on it.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here next week then, Travis, and great run. Congrats on second.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Scott Healy, you got a copy?
Yes, I do, Rudy. How are you doing today?
Well, great, man. Congratulations on your win here. 78 laps you led tonight. I'm gonna say this, but it's kind of probably not totally true because we were watching a lot of the caution, or a lot of laps you led were under caution, but still a dominating performance. You did lead the most laps here tonight with 78 laps, so definitely a dominating performance. Now, you were one of the few cars that we've seen slipping and sliding around out there. Did you just have a better handle on how that car felt tonight? Because everybody was saying it was so slick.
Yeah, definitely. Coming out of the turns are the most part of the track that is slippery. I know one time coming out of 2, I almost wrecked my car. I'm surprised I even saved it. But other than that, my car's been perfect. It's been right up there. So, yeah.
Well, what makes you so much better than these guys on some of these shorter tracks? I mean, I know it's all about seat time and practice and everything like that, but what makes you so much better? You always seem to be so dominating on these shorter tracks.
To be honest with you, Rudy, I have no clue. But I try to save my tires most of the time until the end of the race, and then I push my car. Just like Charlotte, it feels like Charlotte on this track, so it's kind of like a similar feel from Charlotte. So yeah.
All right. Well, a top, great win here tonight. We were talking earlier there, Ryan and I, about, I know you missed a few races in the season, but I think Ryan said, would you say he had 8 wins this season? Ryan?
That was Seth Hatchell, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought we were talking
he's
about
up
Scott.
to 7 or 8 or somewhere around that number.
Okay, never mind then. Well, anyhow, you weren't in the chase, Scott. But man, what a fantastic season you've been. I know you've had a couple of wins.
Yeah, it's my second win I've counted.
Okay.
Every race I come in, it's like my heart races every time I'm in the lead. I don't know why. It must be stage fright or something.
No, I just think it's you just want to do well. If you're out there, you're kind of like the guy that you're like the leader and everybody else is the follower. So you don't want to make a mistake and make other people think, well, wow, how's he up in the lead if he made such a huge mistake like that? So I can kind of understand how you would feel like that. You're out there setting the precedence, and you don't want to make a bad presentation of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of a psychological thing. I understand. I totally understand, really. So, well, anybody you want to thank tonight, Scott, for your win here at Texas?
I'd like to thank you, Rudy, and Ryan for broadcasting every race. You guys do an awesome job. Shane, who was watching, is one of my friends. I want to give a shout out to him. I want to give a thanks to Thomas Keene for helping me spot today, or spotting for me today. I like to thank everyone for participating in every race and trying as hard as they can. And yeah, thanks about it.
All right. Well, we'll see you back here next week, hopefully, Scott.
All right. Thanks, Rudy. Have a good one.
All right, buddy. All right, let's run down through the results here, folks. Scott Healy coming away with the win here tonight at Texas for Southern Motorsports Racing League. Travis Wall in second. He was our pole setter. Brad Hicks will finish third. Paul Zoda fourth. Joshua Sousey fifth. Adam Baker sixth. Eric Borelli 7th, Lupe Gonzalez 8th, Stephen Bird 9th, Paul Cohen rounds out the top 10. David Howard Jr. Had that speeding penalty coming up pit road or something there and decided, well, that was enough for him, and he left. He finishes 11th. Ronald Etheridge in 12th. Daniel Haney 13th. James Haney coming all the way up through the field, picking off a lot of positions just by passing up a lot of guys that were out of the race. He'll finish 14th. Shane Papala 15th. Joe Mitchell 16th. John Schweikert 17th. Seth Hatchell 18th. Len McNeese 19th. John Estes rounds out the top 20. Stephen Burnett will finish 21st. Keith Haney 22nd. Dean Viney 23rd. Jeff Glockner 24th. Jackson Allen in 25th. Sean Lejeune 26th. And guess who was dead last, Ryan?
Gee, I have no idea.
Ryan Gemmel. All right. Well, thank you for helping out tonight. I appreciate that very much, Ryan. And it's kind of a little bit of a different thing when you're up here in the booth and you get to watch the race from this perspective. Rather than being in the car, you kind of get to see a little more of what's going on out there on the track amongst other drivers. You might be a straightaway behind a wreck that happened up in front of you. You really don't know what happened. So this kind of gives you a little bit of a different perspective of it, doesn't it?
Well, it definitely does, and I'll tell you what, I enjoyed every minute of it. I had a good time, and I'm glad I could have helped. I'm glad I helped you out there, buddy. It was my pleasure.
Well, it was good having you. You did awesome. Great job. For your first time, you did really good, man. I'm telling you.
Well, thank you. I'm blushing.
Oh. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight on MaxSpeedTV. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.
Yep. Good night, everybody.